very good morning to you all. Now we'll start our program this morning. Nikong misalkan ayo play bukan kini kuat. Di pelong kini program kebakarpang menterasi. Kumka Felicitation ya ibain na iriurang ba jog step jomi isa DP Wahlang IS but ex-commissioner secretary Felicitation department and ex-chief secretary government of Meklaya akan staff unjuk idan roi chief guest jomi ba hek belum ro di MLA but is chairman state government programs implementation and monitoring committee government of Meklaya nangtang idon ro yai madam Manda lalu MCS Gadeiro Isap Divisional School Education Officer Shillong nangtang idon ro iba lamare nangtang diam supaya kibaro akan report
Jongi bah beneng, aingo yame leng bajong kini kesedap, bama penla ingi, banyo ikimet kibakot kibakia, bangin mi ngelagi jong kijing kum kiparanong hikai, ya abang ni donlang leng bajong kini kelempung, hapedeng jongi hakini kepor, nakam ka kini ke program, kebamangi kum kinong hikai, ngile penbek hakabakum kini kesengi, bali kenduk rengkat lem, bala kijong kinong yalam kibaiet kijongi. Barengkat lem bagi ki bangi pendap hagat ti ki jong ming IT bangi boti kini baro naduk mentas ki bom cukut. Amen.
Good morning everyone. My name is Sida Rim. I'm the joint secretary of Apsta and also the cultural secretary of Apsta. It is a pleasure to welcome you all, my dear teachers, my colleague, and also to our chief guest, Mr. A.L. Hegg, who is the MLA and the chairman, State Government Program Implementations and Monitoring Committee, and also to Srimati Mandalalu, our STSEO, and also to and I would like to extend a warm welcome to Sri DP Wahlang. We are gathering here today for the Felicitation of Sri DP Wahlang, the IAS, ex-commissioner, secretary, education department, and ex-chief secretary government of Meghalaya. And we do hope that this day turn out to be an amazing day as it starts. Thank you so much.
Presentation to the chief guest and guests of honor.
A warm good morning to our today's special guests, DP Wahlang, our chief guest, A.L. Hegg, and our guest of honor, Madam Lalu, and all the members of all Primary School Teachers Association. Today is not just a ceremony, it is an expression of gratitude that comes straight from the heart of every member of the Apsta family, sir. We gather here to felicitate the leader who has beside the All Primary School Teachers Association, not just in words but in action, especially during times when guidance and support were most needed. Sir, the journey of Apsta has always been one of commitment towards the welfare of teachers. Yet, Like any journey, it has had its share of challenges, concerns regarding teachers' welfare, issues like CPF, administrative hurdles, and moments when clarity and timely intervention were crucial. As stories being heard through our General Secretary, Sir F.C. Shulai, that in those moments, Sir D.P. Wahlang became our strength. You did not treat Apsta as just another association. You treated it as a voice that represents thousands of dedicated teachers. Today, on behalf of 1,000 teachers, I stand here and say, thank you for listening patiently to our concerns. Thank you for understanding the realities on the ground. And most importantly, thank you for taking up with sincerity and responsibility. Your support in addressing issues, your openness to dialogue, and your willingness to guide us have made a meaningful difference. I proudly say, because of you, sir, Apsta did not feel unheard, but we feel acknowledged, respected, and supported. Sir, Apsta is not just an organization. It is a collective spirit of teachers who work tirelessly. Young minds, and thank you for standing with us. Today, as we felicitate you, sir, we are not offering a token of appreciation, but we are offering a heartfelt respect, a deep admiration, and a sincere gratitude. This small gesture can never match the magnitude of what you have done for us, but it carries with it the emotions of countless teachers whose lives you have positively touched. Apsta, pray your journey be filled with continued strength and purpose. Your wisdom continues to guide many more, and your kindness continues to inspire all of us. On behalf of the entire Apsta members, I say, I thank you for standing with us. Thank you for strengthening Apsta, and thank you for believing in teachers. I believe it is not every day that we are blessed with the presence of esteemed personalities, leaders who not only hold positions of responsibility, but also carry with them a vision and a genuine commitment towards society. So today I would also like to
Please stand up and clap your hands.
All Primary School Teachers Association, a token of appreciation to Shri Donald B. Wahlang, IAS, ex-Chief Secretary and ex-Commissioner, Secretary Education Department, Government of Meghalaya. It aches our heart to say goodbye to you. Members of Apsta can say thank you for everything. Thank you for the precious memories that we will lock in our hearts forever. We sincerely regret any mistakes we may have made along the way. Wishing you all the best on your new journey. Nothing will be the same without you, but not to worry. You'll always have a place in our hearts. We wish you the very best because you deserve nothing less. Every farewell is a sunset that always awaits a beautiful sunrise. So this is the citation that I think that we are going to say.
Clap your hands.
Ngai kuling kong lu ya chief guest chungi iba AL head ibalong ru MLA chairman of the committee ki prepare oi nuta ima DP Wahlang berburom sisya i haba ka kot ai ko ordar ba kaserta
Education Department kadai bande AA nagamenta kinonikai anha pagila sotai manila api betul sisnem rekam simula rekam barang tu kepor di long shoes get ba WMS varian nangta Education Minister di Dr. R.C. Lulu but nilai kedua but shua bangin le ni ta ong ba lada hina man penteritam ni ke kepala rai ke suka ta kom daga kut kata kemut ni haban le siapa ke kut on contem of court de Dr. R.C. Lulu belong Education Minister ke kepor itepat yang apa di ong paling dem ta ngin session kia bisle but itulun gisnem but de ke khasan trik jong September jong gisnem arajar khas san ha kapa lalong Komisioner iba itu alam atau por balik mani kendu bat nilai keren nilai penpet ki para pengkat bat yin ju kami kendu yang besar re nilai direct benci Komisioner Secretary Education ada kenal ba itu por di ong to ai por yang kan riusni baru tu por long Chief Minister Dr. Mukul pada juga perlu bapak dia ke finance. Tengi rungi lah pediang kata kecing hyper ke bah iong kan rius ni. Hadi yang ke kan rius ni ngapun si ngoma kemnu itu kalong kekam. Badi itu ngam lapan kelet ke por. Bayong kini ke file ngarara ke keti. Bangan lesung Dr. Mukul kalong finance minister Chief Minister. Lada ulah soy mu kata kemuat kalau kam. Badi daong ruh kata yang ay ong bahkan long pej. Bat sisya kata kalau berlong kata gede kawai kecing kedua kecengi kepamangi kum kinong ikai. Nyenumlah ban kelet lani ban lendet ya kata kecing ide kecengi bati. Bat hadian bangi lacok gitu kies ila lej pani kedua but dah bangi lej pani kedua de badan mak kecing keren bak kecing tai kin dia tu por bala ong ba lada pim ko ngo ban pediang ya kani ka dais nan kata kemuat mangi keserkan Education Department yin hab yang ban Yale alani ban hak yang siapa Supreme Court ban challenge ketua order yang High Court. Ndrei lada pipiang ya kadais nan kamu buat begitu kijingtu jong kinong ikai kepada arsnem bat ki increment ki joki kintu tulap tambah lagi keluar ban pipiang ya kani tak buat ni kin ai biang yang ban trei ya kekam kemudian tak puan. Ndrei ngai scam bamapi kinong ikai kibawan kinokit kam kibawan ki unit pinlay ra ya kani sya ki unit ki jongpi kapaning kong kalong baong kinyade exmen emte kabar ni layada wat ikitu kinong ikai kibalong under matric kipampat dep ya ke DLED kipampat dep ya ke training nreda ke jing ya keren bat komisioner pementa nyilabu ya dei kalong balong in service kaya kaba lakular daw komisioner ini gelong minta kesini kin release yang itu ke gas mau guideline nagabenta kumno banyale temtet re kalau urlong tang benyin menmiat lami bat nagatung pi kreba gitu bukat kaban video bat baru kai nang jopi kinong kai pin pas awar hulai bagi keren dia betai office iong nyen pentrano namar ngilayo kan popular but yung iwat jaka syanu ken ba yo jaka para gatu kapor nga ong i kloy ban ai di office ban trikam ba office kan SDSU kan trade hangni hapok office yung kapiang kapit ngong kakampoho kakamhe kani ka office jungi banyak office SDSU kepada napo mau khara ke por margaret de ngatrai menta kala sakhi sisya ba kata kecing ong kejonga ka office jong Apsta kalong ka behe kala pen sisya menta ke ski Nasyakri pi kinong kai. Sau deli kisna. Bar nga sengru na kabanta jong pi. Iwan rai pi na district council. Man pelong state government ni pi. Ngire ikikis. Katnong isim pisa ni pi. Di tangah gani kapa ila tho ang tu bangi ong ba pila iyo itu ki area pila iyo ke jo pi ngayu keburam ni pi kinokikam ni ki unit maka ke banga trang ba ke banga angnu maka cingim kejunga pipen urlong ni ka house name arajar apusan habang iyo ban snai gitu charity home hangte ya po sa sning kaga jinglut ke ban riu laktam Dre deno pi kibano kibaratan hap ini senyap bani sutenat mami tu pi ndah bala syang thai ima di biwalan iyo ya Vijay Manfri baki wei ki ong ba mlong ban yetri kam dre ni tu pi mamong ba ya ro dre ba ke jinge dei bani ka Apsta kum ba ya kren kum takalo kam simpelah lesi kalau balong bakini tiba bak tibor tiba lor ki ya kita kidong yalam ki kita kidong pitam jong ka Apsta kimde ki bakwan mendot dani kita ya be banbit na kabenta jong ki kum kinong yalam idan sibur ki jing ki pengi kendu kapa kasurkar ka haban perkat ha ban high school uniform ya ki ai tangi government de pesi school mai nai free textbook mai kini berkat ban mitang yang keren ban ima katu kapor ba kini ke berkat kijan rei namar bakatem pucuk i kelakut ba laki kumship sekretari na ban nginang proses nginang budin kini harap bangin dayo nan pendolong ni pi kublai sibo ni pi baru kat kinong ikai be ije cuma kublai berkui pi
Kublai Shibon ni Sar Shulai bela ayu tu jing pensyai yang ikinong ikai barok kat kibadan mentai yang liok snow kai berkomplikam jang ijener sekretari jengi
Good morning, all. My humble and warm welcome to our respected Sir, Sri D.P. Wahlang, IAS, ex-Commissioner, Secretary, Education Department, and ex-Chief Secretary, Government of Meghalaya. I would also like to extend my warm welcome to Shri Alexander Laluhek, our MLA and Chairman, State Government Program Implementation and Monitoring Committee. Thank you to each one of you for having me here on this auspicious felicitation ceremony held in recognition of Shri D.P. Wahlang. To Shri F.C. Shulai, General Secretary, to the All Primary School Teachers Association, to the President of Apsta, Shri Tony Ford Wah, to Madam Begonia Longflo, Madam Brilliant Wajri, Shri Roderick R. Lamare, our Sub-Inspector from SDSA Shillong, and all my dear beloved teachers. We are gathered here today to honor as well as celebrate the significant contributions and outstanding service of Shri D.P. Wahlang. Sir, your remarkable career has left an impact on countless lives of teachers, students, and the entire education in our state. Thank you for your unwavering support in the field of education. I can go on with the contributions of Sir, but for today, I have just thought about a few which are important as teachers that we should know. Whether it's infrastructure development and reforms, you have left no stone unturned in improving the quality of education as well as modernizing school education in the state of Meghalaya. The most remarkable contributions you have rendered is in reforming the education system through the implementation of the National Education Policy 2020, as well as the development of the State Curriculum Framework 2025. The teachers training by having professional teachers training and in-service training packages. Sir, I think you have put forward everything that is for the benefit of teachers and also for the students. The implementation of the Teachers Information Management System, which is very important, the TIMS, the Meghalaya School Improvement Program, which we call as teachers, the MSIP, to focus and enhance teaching and learning among students. Sir, as Chief Secretary, you inaugurated the state's first STEM education lab and soil organic carbon detection laboratory in Shillong. This went on to the expansion of over 100 STEM laboratories to help students improve in their critical thinking and scientific temperament, particularly in the rural areas of Meghalaya. In infrastructure upgradation in schools, to shift beyond our traditional blackboards to modern smart classrooms. You went on to modernizing curriculums by bringing in efforts to integrate robotics and artificial intelligence into school curriculum, which is a hands-on approach in coordination with the NCRT. We are deeply thankful for your focus on foundational learning, which has helped strengthen reading and numeracy skills for students at the primary level. We will always remain thankful for your contributions towards education and society as a whole. We wish you all the very best in this new, exciting chapter of your life. May it be filled with happiness, good health, and all the joy you have so richly deserved. May your dedicated service to humanity inspire generations to come. Thank you so much, sir. From the office of the SDSUO Shillong, as many of the teachers are here, I would just like, as part of this program, I would like to encourage you to come in for the orientation program, which will be held on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday at the Mulki Annex, DRT Annex, so that resource persons are there to help you out with a few queries regarding the upcoming MTech exams for in-service teachers of Meghalaya. Thank you so much.
Chairman, who's chairing this meeting this morning, the chief guest in today's function, A.L. Heck, the guest of honor from Munda Lalu, who's the SDSEO here in Shillong, the members of Apsta, starting from the president who's chairing the meeting, FC Shulai, who's the secretary, all the office bearers, all of you, office bearers of different units who are present here this morning. Due to lack of time, I don't think so I'll be able to take each and everybody's name, although I know quite a number of you, because we have been meeting time and again. Tamare, who's the SI, and members of the press fraternity also who are here. First and foremost, I thank God for giving us this opportunity for all of us to meet here this morning. It is a very happy moment for me personally because of the fact that two of my closest friends whom I work in the government and outside the government are here. That is the chief guest, A.L. Heck, who's the local MLA and former minister, very good friend of mine, and I respect him deeply, and I'm very happy that he's here as the chief guest because I feel very much at home with his presence. And of course, larger than life presence of Ma FC Shulai, who's more of an elder brother to me. Whenever any issue crops up in the government regarding school education, my mobile is taken out from my pocket and the fast dial always happens. Fast dial meaning it goes very quickly to Mashulai that what is happening now. And I will always take advice from him regarding certain things. And thankfully, he has always been neutral in his stand. It's not that he'll favor anyone, any other association or any other group, or he'll take care of only his group, but has always been neutral. Of course, taking the interest of the teachers primarily, which is the most important. So I'm very happy to be here because of the close association that I've had with him and with the former members as well as the present members of Apsta in the past 10-12 years that I've been in the education department, as well as when I was the chief secretary, because even when I was chief secretary, I was not in charge of education department, so they would always come and they were always welcome in my office chamber. Much has been said about my tenure in the department, but I can make only one confession. For me personally, it was very, very difficult and very challenging. At times confusing, because so many layers, like peeling an onion. It's like peeling an onion. You finish one layer, you think it's over. No, there are more layers inside. The more you peel, the more difficult it becomes, because then you realize that tears are coming out of your eyes. It's so difficult, so challenging. In Khasi, I would like to say, it's like Haplao So Akarda. That was in the year 2014-15 when I first joined the department, and I realized it was very difficult. But I also realized that if we have to solve all the pending issues, we have to work together. So the first lesson for all of us, you are all leaders of different associations, different units of the association. We have to understand one thing: the silver bullet, as they say, or the magic formula is working together. You have to work together as a team. I realized that I have to work together. I have to work together with the association. I have to work together with leaders from the political spectrum too. I had to work together with my own officers. So team effort is the most important thing. For you as members of the unit, for me as an officer also, if there was no good team effort, nothing would have happened. Things which we had planned would have not fructified. If you think that I've done everything on my own, no. It's totally incorrect assumption. We work together. When you talk about, the approval of the CPF, the approval of regularization of the teachers' services, which is a very important step which happened, and many others, most of the decisions were taken at the cabinet level. My job was to take the matter to the cabinet, and Heck was always a member of the cabinet at that point of time. So it's a team effort that we from the department, along with the members of the cabinet, along with the chief minister, we had to work together to ensure that things move forward. When we realized that school buildings are all in dilapidated condition, many of them are leaking, many of them are breaking down, it was at the cabinet level. Heck was there, I remember, in the cabinet at the time, that we have to repair all these buildings. We graded them. Class A, Class B, Class C, Class D. Class A means major repair. Class D means minor repairs. All those decisions were taken collectively. And if we feel that I've done something for the department, it's because of the team effort with the officers at the lower level also. The support that I got from the then director of school education, Ambrose Marak, cannot be undermined. He also worked tirelessly, and he also faced many challenges. I can assure you, at one point of time, Ambrose, as the director of school education and literacy, spent more time in the premises of the High Court than in the office. So many court cases were there at the time. Mashulai has already mentioned some of them. But I can assure you that whatever we tried our best, and the efforts that he had put from the directorate side really bore fruit, and I'm grateful for that. Because when we left the department, both of us, he as the director and me as the additional chief secretary, at that point of time when he retired, I realized that the number of cases have come down drastically. So that is one thing that gives me a lot of satisfaction. It means that We didn't create problems, but we solved the problems. So I'm very happy for that, and I will like to say that it's a combined team effort. So all of you as office bearers of different units, remember that single-handedly you will not be able to achieve anything. It is only through team efforts, it is only through collective efforts that you'll be able to achieve your goals. The second point that I would like to share with all of you is that all of you are teachers at the very critical level. Primary, lower primary, upper primary, some of you. And it is a stage which is very, very important for all the students. That's why when Madam Manda just now mentioned about FLN, I was very happy because we put a lot of focus on FLN. It will take time. It will take time to progress. But remember one thing, if there is anything that will ensure that the student progresses on in life, it is the critical learning that happens at your level, that is at the primary level. I have not forgotten my school days. I had the best teaching at the primary, upper primary level because I studied in St. Dominic's School. So Wahlang also was in the same school or something. Yes, both of us are product of St. Dominic's School. In St. Dominic, we had very star teachers, that time. I have not forgotten them. Kong Charlotte was there, Kong Maya was there, Babu Kambar was there, Ambrose was there. Good, solid teachers, and the headmaster at the time was Babu Karmal was there, Pasi, and Father Korenja was the headmaster. Whatever they taught us, till now I still remember, you won't believe it. 45 plus years, 50 years now, still remember. It's such a good commitment to teaching, and so dedicated they were, and so cogent, articulate in the teaching, and commitment that they were given. So good. It laid a very good foundation. And I remember those teachers, how they put what we call as the killer instinct in all of us to compete. The most important thing for all of you teachers is inculcate the spirit of killer instinct in the students. Killer instinct means they have to fight. That is what we lack now. People talk about why there are no IAS officers among the Khasis now. The last officer qualified was 2013. I've watched the present generation very closely. I've got 4 sons. I've watched it very, very closely. There is no lack of opportunity. We have good colleges, we have decent colleges. People can send them to Delhi, they can send them to different places for higher education, they can send them abroad also. There is only one reason in my assessment, and that is lack of aspirations. The aspirational level of the youth here to compete in the civil service is very, very low, and they don't have that killer instinct. When I discuss with some of my friends from Arunachal Pradesh, from Nagaland, people who got through the civil service, I ask them how many hours do they study. They go for coaching in Delhi, and they put in 14 to 15 hours every day to get into the civil service. Not necessarily IAS, it could be IPS, it could be customs, it could be income tax, but 14, 15 hours for a year without any break, and they always put their mobiles away also. They learn how to filter things. We don't have that aspiration level. If I see any local person over here, he'll say, I'll study for 4 or 5 hours. 4 or 5 hours will not do, man. You have to study hard and also study smart. But most important, as I said, aspirational level has to be there. It's you teachers at the foundational level who have to inculcate that spirit. To give them that killer instinct that I have to do it and I have to crack this exam. Or I have to, and not IAS at that stage, but slowly and slowly to instill that fighting spirit, that killer instinct, as I said. It's very, very important. Once that comes in at the lower level, they will always move with that state of mind. So therefore, I request to all of you that the students at your level inculcate that fighting spirit in them. When I say fighting, not literally fighting, I mean that whatever task is there in front of them, they have to ensure that they have the right focus and the right spirit to complete the task. Very, very important. So this is the second thing that I would like to share with all of you. I won't speak for long. Bahek is here to give his final words for this function. I can say only one thing regarding what Mashulai was talking about, the education building in Moghar. It happened like this. I was fortunate also to be the principal secretary and additional principal secretary at that point of time of Urban Affairs Department, and I was in charge of Smart City. So we were looking for good buildings or buildings to improve and to make them much better than what they are now. You have seen some of the buildings that have been inaugurated already in the city. And because I was in education, I was aware of the fact that there is this building in Moghar. And it needed much repair, renovation, or maybe a total revamp. So at that point of time, I had contacted Mashulai also. I said, I think so we'll have to do something about this, because I'm afraid that it has become a fire hazard. Imagine if one day that office goes up in flames, who will rebuild all the records? Service books of so many teachers, of so many employees will be lost in the fire, and I can assure you it will lead to only one thing: delay in payments of your retirement benefits. So therefore I said that we need a better building and we should get this thing done. There will be, as he said, there will be some delay in completing, there will be some delay in some inconvenience to some of the teachers because of a shift from Moghar to other places. But eventually, as I can see it, this year definitely the building should be functional and should be commissioned, and this building will be for the benefit of all of you, all the teachers who need the services of the SD, SEO, of the sub-inspectors, etc., who are looking after all your affairs. So first, before I resume my seat, I would like to say thank you so much to all the members of Apsta. Thank you especially to the President and Mashulai especially for being always a source of inspiration and comfort for me, always gives me the right advice whenever it's required. And it is through this togetherness and working together with understanding that we have been able to do quite a number of things. The magic formula for me is nothing really. I'm just another officer who was given the mandate of taking care of the department. The only difference could be, or maybe is that I was very accessible to everyone. Everybody could enter my room, whether it was as education department officer or as chief secretary also. I didn't bar anyone from entering my room because I always feel that I'm paid by the government to meet people and to solve their problems. So that is the reason why I could solve many of the issues which many could not. But I can assure you only one thing, that it is the blessings of the Almighty, it is the blessings of God who guided me, the support I got from my family, the support I got from all my friends, the support especially from the political executive, the Council of Ministers. At the point of time, we were able to do so many things, and many of the achievements were game-changing for Education Department. But before I resume, there are still so many things to be done also. And luckily, the Commissioner and Secretary of Education, Vijay Mantri, is a very dedicated officer, and luckily, he doesn't have too many departments. It's only Education Department, which is a major department that he is holding. So I'm sure that whatever pending issues you have, he will be able to solve all those issues nicely and correctly. So many additional reforms, so many things have happened in the last 1 year also under his leadership in the department. We have a good minister also who is very proactive. I'm sure that whatever pending issues are there, you will be able to solve. Thank you, all of you, for the love that you have shown to me. I don't know whether I really deserve it so much, but thank you nevertheless, and I'm grateful to all of you. You have come and traveled from different places to be here together this morning. I still have a responsibility at present. I'm the chairman of the Food Commission in the state, and one of the mandates of the Food Commission is to ensure that PM Poshan is given all the schools. So I may go on tour and see and meet some of you also in schools, because it is one of the responsibilities. I take care of three things. I take care of food and civil supplies, that is the rations that is given through the PDS system. I have to ensure that nobody dies of hunger, nobody is deprived of food grains. Then second is in the schools through PM portion that you get your midday meal. And third is in the Anganwadi centers you get your food, ready to eat food for the children as well as the pregnant and lactating mothers. So I'm still in that field of education, partially in the sense that I had gone on tour to Garo Hills recently and I went to many schools to see the functioning of PM portion. So I request all of you that whoever and wherever you are giving midday meal to children, to do it properly, to do it nicely, to ensure that in your respective schools you have a proper kitchen garden, which I've always said right from the time when I was commissioner more than 10 years back. School should have their own kitchen garden to ensure that the children get proper nutrients in the form of vegetables, and that too organic vegetables. So these few words, thank you very much. Thank you to all of you for the opportunity that you have given me this morning and the love that you have showered on me this morning. Thank you.
Good morning to one and all who are present here today. I'm very happy that the Apsta has remembered me and inviting me as a chief guest for the Felicitation program of DP Wahlang, who are deserving to be felicitated. I'd like to thank Sir Tony Ford, the president of Apsta, all the members in the family of Apsta for remembering me. We have also in our midst today the guest of honor, the Madam Lalu, to look after the education is here, and Shillong, and also we have DP Wahlang, the main person of this the celebration today. So when I have come here, it reminds me when my first inning as MLA in 1998. When first time I was been elected, I've been given as a Minister of State for the primary education. When was been given the primary education, I was been invited to one shrong. Their Purusla is called a Pran. They invited me for the program. I think DP Wahlang also was there. I don't remember exactly whether you're there or not. When they have invited me for the program at 10 a.m., I had reached there at that Pran, Shrong Pran, at 9:30 a.m. When I saw there's nobody there in the school, when I saw a few of them start carrying the bamboo and other thing to make the pandal. It was very surprising me. I said, how come that when they called me all the way from Shillong, at 10 o'clock I had reached half an hour before the schedule of the time. But these people here in the same locality, the same Shillong, they are not ready for the program. So that is the way that wherever the program I have been calling, I used to reach anywhere on time, very punctuality to maintain the time. I remember DP Wahlang, we've been working so many departments. He was in IT with me, he was also in the health department with me, and I'm sure also that whatever program organized by my department, we are there to reach before the schedule of the time. So that's why we have to be disciplined. So today my heart starts palpitation. You know why? We'll have another program at 12 o'clock. Now it's already 11:30. So I'll not be able to speak very long today, but I'd like to thank to each one of you who are here. And also, DP Wahlang is a very good friend of mine. I am not only being his minister, but I've learned many things from DP Wahlang. Many things I've learned. To see the file, how to write the file, how to approve the file, that anything which is, for the administration, I have learned it from DP Wahlang. When he was a minister, when he was a Commissioner Secretary Health and also the Commissioner Secretary IT Department, Information Technology. We have learned so many things from him. So he is not only contributing only to the Apsta, to the teachers or to the school, but he has so many contributions in the society. He has contributed immensely for the benefits of the people, the benefits of the state, and the benefits of our teachers, who are the teachers as we know it as the shaping the life of the nations. You are the shaping the life of the future. But we barwa pidi kita hikai kiba IT yang kejong kejim, ban shape yang life jogi bobon bha ki kena school ke shape yang life jogi bobon bha ika imran salang. So since I've told that we've been working so much, I'd like to thank FC Shulai, Babu Shulai, I used to call him Babu. So much contribution has done because he always stand in his principle. He always work unitedly. He always put all his effort to ensure whatever problem it is faced, it is going to be make a solution to solve the problem. That is the stand of Babu Shulai. Babu Shulai is not with me only in the Apsta. We were together in the Shnong Wahlang. We walked together in the Dorbar Shnong. Kulai Shibon, Kulai Jajargo, Ubraim Sagar Pulang in Nepal.
Ngai kublai ya i emily jungi bara nanglet no nakadaw ka jingkerti isotonat ka jingkren jungi. Ngai kublai madam lalu SSEO iba la don rekan lembat ngi bolong rukum di guest of honor iba dang donchen haka SSEO Shalom rekan lembat di dasar lamari badon rekan lembat ngi kublai sibon ya kajing platform jungi bandon bat ngi ngai kublai ya ki nongkit kam baro ki bala penbit penbiang ya kan program ngadu ki nongkit kam i presiden i general secretary kini ki nongkren na kalian jong ka Apsta ke bangan empat penjar keten ngai kublai ya i sar marpenyang iba ai ke jingruai ke ba la kren angi bat ngalong ke jingruai ke badon jingmot ngai kublai lang ya pi baro ketuk iki media di badon tangni kublai cibon ya ke jing don to free lembat gi bat ngasngo bat ong ba ngai kublai lang ipi baro sim bakani gajing ai kublai kan long ipi kan mla kan je keten ko ngau kublai ban ngam da kang hiru bakajing kublai dan long ipi baro tangkan dengan perkutno kublai sibon ipi saya let's sign baro thank you all, God bless you kublai sibon.